video. Finally getting this shit done. Way too long, but whatever. First one up is an Austin Telly, ironically named Telly Savalas. Typical, wonderful Telly stuff. Nothing. Nice bright tone. Three-way. Whatever. Very unnerving doing this, but whatever. Next one up is a Squire M80. Nice little couch guitar. Three-way toggle. Actually, I love toggle switches because they're toggles and they remind me of Les Paul. So, separate volume and tone for each pickup. Got this a while back. Not that bad of a price either. Okay, now for the creme de la creme. Might as well start it with all the greatness that it is. This is a Ibanez Universe UV777BK chrome pickguard. I like playing this on stage because I sit there and I fuck with people and do that. Fuck with people with all the lights in their faces and shit. Marzio Blaze humbuckers in the neck and bridge, and then in the middle is a Blaze single coil, which I don't use yet. Difference between most guitars and that is the tone has been taken out, completely bypassed, and some little push pin thingy is there. 5-way switch, volume. Great guitar, my main guitar for 7s. And that's that one. On the typical Edge Pro 7 or whatever the fuck is on that thing. I don't remember anymore. Next up, the beefy of the beef. This guitar was about $450 brand new, or even less than that. I don't remember. It was sitting on the shelf at Guitar Center for quite some time. It's a Ibanez ARZ 7-string. You'll notice the common thread with me. But it's pretty much a Les Paul 7-string. It's a great guitar, heavy as hell because it's all mahogany. You got the, well, I consider it neck through. Ibanez and everybody else will say it's not, but the sculpt of the joint is unfrickin' real. And even though I'm not a lead player, it actually helps you to get right up to the top for the 24th fret. Standard humbuckers in. I haven't switched those out. Not sure if I'm going to. I'm somewhat of a purist when it comes to my guitars. 3-way toggle, the Les Paul standard, volume, tone. I'm probably going to actually take out the tones on all my guitars because the tone knob actually sucks the tone from the guitar. The Marzio click lock strap, which I have on one other guitar, I think. It's amazing. I got this from Dave Felton from Creative Cribble. Represent. Fuck yeah. And you don't even, even if one breaks, you still have another one and you could just mess around with that. It's pretty fucking sweet. Next is my wonderful, wonderful home meat. Gotta clean her up actually. God damn, I can't believe I let her get dirty. A 2000 era Ibanez RG7421. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact model because some retard decided to scratch it off at one of my shows when I was away from the guitar. I had it setting up on stage and somebody just went and of course it doesn't know. So, but sounds great. The guitar is light, very light, which isn't exactly normal. It's a basswood body, um, 5-way selector, volume tone, standard, um, standard humbuckers. But it sounds great. I love this guitar. It's probably going to be my main recording guitar when I start doing my solo stuff. Friends band here is another awesome band. Check them out. Alright, next one. And the latest, actually. Latest acquisition. It's an Ibanez. You see a recurring theme? Ibanez AX7221. Guitar is freaking phenomenal. Played it the other day in practice. Need to tune it up again because it's a little out, but whatever. I believe it's 2 volume, 1 tone. Whoever had this before me or before them or whatever, got this shipped up from Georgia. And they did a whole bunch of mods, the standard 3-way toggle thing, which I need to get a little toggle thing for it. But they put in a Roland synth pickup, and that goes to here. So I could run it with a synth, or I could just play it regularly. I think it's, like I said, 2 volume, 1 tone. They have 2 little black switches on there that I have no idea what they do currently. Looks like there's a little light to see if like one's on, one's off, or whatever. I have no clue. I'll figure that out eventually. But yeah, it sounds great. Sounds beastie. Body weighs very, very light, just like the 7421, but the neck is a little heavy, but comes with a tone. And then, well, I might as well keep the theme with the Ibanez going. Next up is my first 8-string. It's an Ibanez RG8. They usually retail for about $400. Ordered this with a case. It says, recommend this case. It didn't fit. It's a good thing I have other cases. But yeah, it's an 8-string. Goes all the way down to an F sharp, which most people know by now since they've been around for about 5 years. You could thank wonderful Miss Sugar for bringing the 8-string into play. Regular tuners, 8 of them. 8-string. The standard IBZ 8 pickups, which, like I said a while ago, I might be pulling out the tone and doing some other things, a little bit of mods, and make it sound a little bit better. But sounds great to me, anyway. I'm curious, but also my first 8-string. Got this around November or October or some shit last year. Great guitar. It's a maple neck with, I believe it's a Wenji stripes down the middle. It's a 5-piece rosewood board. Typical dot inlays. I think they're like abalone or something. But it's a great guitar. Sounds like a beast. And for the last one, I wanted to get one of these from this company for a while, and I didn't know which one to get. Didn't know which price range, so I said, why don't I go cheaper? That's a lot better. So that'll break me into it, and this one is an Agile, see that there, Agile Scepter 8-string. I don't know if it's not Scepter Pro, it's just a lower end. But again, 8-string, reverse headstock. I love reverse headstock because my favorite guitar player is Kirk Hammett, and most of his guitars have the reverse headstock, so I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna do that. So found one, does that, works out for me. It has a Cepheus 8-string passive pickups, bridge and neck. I think it's alpha and beta. I believe the Cepheus alpha and Cepheus beta. 3-way toggle, tone, volume, and this guitar is my only problem with this guitar, and I'm slowly getting used to it, is the fact that it's neck heavy. If I had the strap on, it would just go whoop. So kind of, I actually, when I'm at practice, I sit there and I put my foot up and oh, one thing I forgot about that one as I'm doing with this one, both of these 8 strings are 27-inch scale length. So it's a little bit different. I'm so used to doing like bar chords like that, or sometimes I'm doing it like that. And it's just a little bit different than normal. And then that's the same thing, like the Universe, the ARZ, and the RG are all 25.5-inch scale length, which I believe is the most common. The AX72 is 24 point something, so it's a little bit smaller than normal. That's probably more along the lines of an actual Les Paul. But the 27-inch scale length is, like I said, at first it's a little bit difficult to get used to, because you're just like, what the hell is going on? And the same thing with an 8-string when you're so used to playing 6s or 7s. But the 27-inch scale length is pretty cool. Next one I get eventually down the road would probably be a 28-inch scale length, or 28.625 is the Agile one. And then the next one up they have is 30-inch scale length, so I'm probably going to be doing that. And then, of course, as most of you have seen me post on our wonderful little group, Extended Range Guitarists and Bassists, is they now have 10-string. 10. This is 8. Look how thick that neck is. It's insane. I have generally decent sized hands, I guess. No D.D. Burney from Overkill, but still. And it's insane. Like that's me just doing normal. So they have 9 strings. And of course I picked out the one I want, not the one I have. Jeez, I'll get shot for that. So yeah, so they have 9 and 10 strings, and they're production models. It's not just like you have to customize. You can customize it whatever you want, and I should so get a couple customs for doing this, because I'm actually promoting Agile. But great guitars, just like all these other ones. Unfortunately, I don't use the 6s all too often, or pretty much at all. They're just actually part of the collection and sentimental reason. But yeah, 7s and 8s are pretty much what Karma does. And we have fun with that, so check out my band. It's facebook.com/Karma official page. Check out the group page if anybody's into extended range instruments. There's some really insane ones. You know, it's standard, like 7 to 9-string guitars, but then you get like from 5 to, I believe it's 18-string basses. Scott Fernandez, you are one sick son of a bitch. But yeah, check them all out. It's Extended Range Guitarists and Bassists, and hopefully you'll be able to see anybody. We now are up to, as of about hour ago, we're up to 400 members. So good shit, rock on.